Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Roast West Coast, the home of the Coffee People and Coffee Smarter podcasts. I'm your host, Ryan Woldt, and we just finished Season 8 on the Coffee People podcast. I interviewed guests from all over and from all corners of the coffee industry, from roasters and cafe owners to striking WGA members running pop-ups to new friends at the Smithsonian National Zoo. This season on Coffee People was nothing if not interesting. Coffee Smarter Season 2 is almost finished as well. We only have 2 more episodes left in the season, and our coffee education pod has been focused on helping our listeners and newsletter subscribers brew a better cup of coffee at home. That show is actually a spin-off from our original Roast West Coast podcast. If you're not already subscribed at roastwestcoast.com, well, you should be. Things here at the RWC HQ have been caffeinated, for once by necessity. In addition to the podcasts, we've added 3 monthly columns in collaboration with some of our industry partners. The Roast Art Design Showcase features the graphic arts and artists who create the unique coffee packaging that inspires us to pick up a bag or a box or a tin off the shelf. Crossings Coffee Corner features industry education courtesy of Alden Hazuri, founder of Crossings Coffee and a longtime friend of the show. Hasea Coffee Source has been sharing education about green coffee that has been popular with commercial and home roasters alike, not to mention those of us who just like to nerd out about things like logistics and entrepreneurship and coffee around the world. We've also attended the Specialty Coffee Association convention in Portland and Coffee Fest in Anaheim this year, bringing home a boatload of content to parse through, not to mention setting up at a few of our favorite local spots to chat with those of you who happen to be passing through the neighborhood for a cup of coffee. We've been busy, and we'll only get busier. I want this show to grow, for me and for you. I believe in the craft coffee community. Since falling down this rabbit hole in 2018, I've been continually rewarded for my interest in coffee. During the darkest days of the pandemic, I was able to meet new people from around my community first, and then the world. It was some of my only socialization back then. Since I've been able to connect with more humans and communities, I've been inspired by the stories of entrepreneurs, farmers, and coffee people. I've learned more than I ever thought possible about coffee, a product which I'm very passionate about, and I've been able to stay connected to the hospitality industry, which has been part of my life since I was a small boy crawling under booths, hunting for change at my parents' restaurant. These podcasts got me back into the world, even helped me overcome some pandemic fears about travel. I'm still cautious, but I'm out there. I owe this show a lot, not the least of which has been the boon to my mental health and my growing stable of friendships. Also something that I valued is that I've been able to connect with many of you, the listeners and readers and supporters of Roast West Coast. The spark you've given me cannot fully be explained, but needless to say, I feel grateful that anyone has ever listened to 1 minute of this show or read even one of my coffee columns. It is still exciting to see that other coffee enthusiasts are finding value in the work being created under the Roast West Coast banner. And now for a quick peek behind the curtain on this podcast closet studio. When I say we, I mean me. Saying we is just a force of habit for my time running restaurants. In addition to hosting, I write these scripts, edit the audio, upload the videos, write the newsletter, promote the show, schedule the guests, and the list goes on. It is a lot of work, but work that I'm grateful to be doing. And I plan to continue for as long as I can. I've been lucky that so many other coffee professionals found value in these shows and decided it would be worth the effort to support. I'm always amazed that there are people who choose paid subscriptions on roastwestcoast.com, even though the shows are shared for free, because they value the audio and the text. How lucky am I that even one person does so? If you're someone who's valued this work, please consider joining them, or buying us a cup of coffee, so that I have the energy needed to continue pushing forward. You can find links for that in this show's podcast notes and on roastwestcoast.com. You should know I paused just there because a siren was going past. Pretty common occurrence here in the closet studio. There is still a lot more Roast West Coast to come. I'm already booking guests for Season 9 of Coffee People, planning public interview sessions at next year's Specialty Coffee Association Expo in Chicago, writing more and more words about the coffee shops I've been able to visit, and hopefully, meeting more and more of you. There will be some changes for next season. There always are. Already on the docket is some new Roast West Coast merchandise. You'll see that come out soon. Also, paid subscribers to the newsletter will get all the podcasts sent to them ad-free. You'll also see a new written column called Baristas Rule the World, which will spotlight talented coffee professionals who spend their days serving from behind the coffee bar, not to mention include some of their favorite recipes and the places where they like to go get coffee. There's even a coffee coloring book on the way. It is a lot, and there are days I feel stretched a little thin. Okay, a lot thin. But something, I couldn't explain it if I wanted to, is driving me forward with this coffee effort. In a world that has felt so incredibly chaotic, coffee has been this little daily ritual, meditation really, that has kept me grounded, focused, and connected. So, full heart, full cup of coffee, can't lose. That's the saying, right? That's enough exposition from me. It's time to get back to work. And I need another cup of coffee. If you're still listening, you probably do too. Be sure to subscribe on roastwestcoast.com, check out all of those new columns, and don't worry about grabbing onto anything. The ride down this coffee rabbit hole is worth the fall. Thank you to this show's great industry partners, including the Coffee People presenting sponsor Roastery Coffee Packaging. They focus on building relationships with coffee brands who have a big story to tell, regardless of their size. Learn more at roastery.com. I also want to thank all of my original industry partners. They've been along for the majority of this ride, including Maria Coffee, Cape Horn Coffee Importers, Zoombar Coffee and Tea, Ascend Coffee Roasters, Moster Coffee Company, Steady State Coffee Roasting, Camp Coffee Company, First Light Coffee Whiskey, Hosea Coffee Source, and Coffee Cycle Roasting. Chris O'Brien, the owner and head roaster of Coffee Cycle, is not only my collaborator and the coffee expert on the Coffee Smarter podcast, but he has been my own personal coffee sensei for more than half a decade. I cut my teeth learning how to be a barista in his cafe in Pacific Beach, San Diego. Our more recent partners include Crossings Coffee, although founder Alden Hazuri has supported this show since the beginning, first with Cafe La Terre. Other newcomers include San Franciscan Roaster Company, Ignite Coffee Company, Civets Roasting Machines, and Acento Coffee Roasters. I also need, to thank my wife Trina, who beyond enabling this journey has been a steadying force as I've followed this insatiable desire to pursue entrepreneurial and creative projects. She's an incredible woman who I'm lucky to know, much less be married to. Now, if I could just get her to listen to the podcasts. Season 9 of Coffee People is on the way. If you're new to this craft coffee community, there's a lot of content to catch up on. I hope you enjoy it during the break. Thanks for being here. We'll talk soon. This show is part of the Roast West Coast Coffee Network, and this episode has been written, produced, and recorded by me, Ryan Woldt. Always tip your baristas, and be sure to drink good coffee.